Abc. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And it's just about 10 minutes past 6 o'clock on your early Wednesday evening, I should say. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a strong storm system moving through our area this evening. That's the result of that's what's resulting in the high wind gusts that we will see over the next couple of hours, as well as the rain that most of our area is seeing. So we could see wind gusts again overnight tonight through early tomorrow morning up to 60 miles an hour. Thereafter, it does become milder again during the day tomorrow. After starting in the day in the 20s and 30s for many of us, will make our way up into the 40s, which is below average for this time of year. And that's before rain returns on Friday with more seasonable temperatures. But that's the last of that. Unfortunately, a cooler pattern kicks in next week, and that means that rain could end as some lake effect snow. I'll get to more on that in just a minute. Right now, looking pretty wet in downtown Utica. The wind is calm, but I do expect that to change drastically over the next couple of hours. 44 degrees, dew point not far behind at 43. And again, those wind alerts to talk about. The more urgent one is the high wind warning in effect until tomorrow morning, early afternoon, just depending on where you are for the Mohawk Valley, as well as at Seco County for gusts up to 60 to 65 miles an hour possible, both to the north and south. You do have a wind advisory through tomorrow morning for wind gusts of up to 50 miles an hour possible. So we're not seeing that just yet. However, it is making its way over toward the east thanks to that front. Oswego 30 miles an hour, Seneca Falls 27, and in Ithaca down in Tompkins County, it's at 31. So it's making its way over toward the east. What's also moving through the area right now is a warm front, and that means we've got temperatures pretty wide range across the area. 36 right now in Lake Pleasant, down to Sherburne, Norwich, as well as Greene at 50 degrees. Even Ithaca, where we have that 31 mile an hour wind gust, it's 56 out there right now, and that warm front will continue to slide its way kind of toward the north and east before the cold front moves through. As far as where temperatures are going to be over the next couple of days, the only days that will be a little bit above average, both Friday and Saturday, but even then it's only by a degree or two. Largely expected to be below average for the weekend, as well as much of next week when that lake effect rain and snow becomes likelier. We're dealing with some heavy rain out there across most of Oneida, Madison, Herkimer County as well, and then the wind will become the big story over the next couple of hours. The reason is because of this area, this low pressure over Toronto right now, over the western portion of Lake Ontario, and again there's that warm front moving through the area. It's when this cold front moves through, and that's when the winds will switch over to the northwest, and that means that there could be an isolated or scattered severe thunderstorm over the next 1, 2, 3 hours, but it's not looking as likely, with just some good news. What is looking likely though is that up toward the north there could be this rain ending as snow, with winds out of the west-northwest tomorrow still at times 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting 30 to 40. While it'll still be blustery, it won't be as windy as it will be out there tonight. Temperatures during the afternoon tomorrow under a blend of clouds and sun and that isolated shower chance in the upper 30s to lower 40s for many locations, but feeling chillier because of the wind. And then we'll see the rain moving in over the weekend, and that could end as a little bit of snow, as you'll see here on our 7-day forecast, both Monday and Tuesday. And then as the temperatures start to moderate by Wednesday, the snow will change back over to rain. But again, the big story over the next couple of hours will be that wind. Thomas, back to you.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
10:17 is the time on your late Wednesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking the potential for some stronger wind gusts as we head through the overnight hours, as well as some showers, and that leaves us with some cooler air for our Thursday and some rain for the weekend as well. Let's take a look at our next weather makers. That again includes the strong storm, bringing the potential for 40 to 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts during the overnight hours, and during the first part of tomorrow morning. It will turn, even though it'll be chilly enough for snow in some locations during the overnight hours tonight, with temperatures dipping into the 20s and 30s. It will turn milder as we head through our Thursday, but still below average for this time of year in the 40s. And then we've got rain returning into the forecast by Friday. It sticks around for the weekend, and then by next week we've got a colder pattern heading our way. So that means that rain could turn into some lake effect snow. Right now in downtown Utica, it's looking rather wet. 43 degrees, winds out of the west-northwest at 15 miles an hour. So that's not Valley, making it feel like 36. But also we have a gust right now to 23 miles an hour in downtown Utica. So the wind has come up a little bit since the top of the hour. We will still see gusts of 40, 50, maybe 60 miles an hour during the overnight hours in some isolated cases. So for that reason, the Mohawk Valley as well as Otsego County are in a high wind warning through tomorrow morning. The rest of the areas surrounding that, so both to the north and Shenango County to the south, are in a wind advisory for wind gusts there up to 50 miles an hour until Thursday morning. We're not seeing anything like that, but again, we have a gust to 23 miles an hour downtown Utica, 24 over in Hamilton, and 30 over in Syracuse, 33 over in Ithaca at the present time. High temperatures today were really dependent on your location, because up toward the north and east, where you were on the cold side of the warm front, temperatures there only into the lower and middle 40s, but down toward the south, Shenango County, Sherburne, Norwich, Oneonta, over toward Greene, we're at 57 degrees, so pretty widespread in temperature. Downtown Utica got up to 48. Right now we're at 43. Old Forge up at 36. Same thing in Loudville, and that's where we're starting to see the rain change over to snow with that northwesterly breeze. I'll have the radar picture for you coming up in just a second, but as far as where temperatures are going to be in comparison to average over the next 7 to 10 days, it's largely going to be below average, and the only days that we are expected to be above average, both Friday and Saturday, are only about a degree or two above that. So you can see the rain changing over to snow over northern Oneida, portions of Lewis, northern Hamilton, northern Herkimer County, and there's the area of low pressure, that strong storm moving up toward the north and east, the cold front moving through behind it as well, and that's what's switching the winds over to the northwest and causing those stronger gusts as well as that snow during the overnight hours. I'm not expecting it to accumulate in many locations, but there could be a coating to an inch in a few locations, both to the north and maybe down toward the south, and the wind will be sticking around into our Thursday, although it'll be blustery. Winds out of the west-northwest 15 to 20. There still could be gusts 30 to 40 at times, and then that rain again changing over to snow by the second half of the weekend and to start next week as well. But in the short term, the wind will be the big story, and then the rain sticking around into the weekend. In the meantime, Thomas, I'll send it back over to you.
Definitely want to stay safe if you're going to be out and about tonight, Jordan. Thank you. The Utica Pine.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Happy Wednesday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking the potential for a few stronger wind gusts as we head through the overnight hours. But the good news is that as we head through our Thursday, those winds will subside. In the meantime, over the next couple of hours, there still could be wind gusts 40, 50, maybe 60 miles an hour, but I think the potential of that is looking less likely thanks to that strong storm moving through. And as we go through our Thursday, right now we're dealing with temperatures obviously dipping into the 30s and 40s, maybe the 20s during the overnight hours, and we'll rebound up into the 40s. So still milder than it is tonight, and in some cases, especially to the north, a little bit milder than it was during the day today, thanks to that warm front that didn't make it through. And then we'll see rain returning to the area on Friday, and even a little bit milder by then too, with a colder pattern bringing some lake effect snow as we wrap up the weekend and start next week. Right now we're dealing with not snow but rain in downtown Utica. 41 degrees, winds out of the west-northwest at 15. That's making it feel like 33, so it's rather chilly out there. We're just not dealing with any wind gusts out there right now, at least at the present time downtown. We do have a high wind warning in effect for the Mohawk Valley as well as Otsego County through tomorrow morning for, again, the possibility of wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, although I think that is waning. But both to the north and south, you still could see wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour, and that's where a wind advisory is in effect through tomorrow morning. We are seeing gusts upwards of 25 to 30 miles an hour out there, especially in Herkimer and Johnstown, 25, and Greene is looking at 36, Ithaca at 35 at the present time. Actually, some of the strongest wind gusts, thankfully, have been toward our south and west. Temperatures across the area right now into the middle and upper 30s to the low 40s, and in fact, up toward the north, we are seeing a bit of snow. I'll have that radar picture for you coming up in just a second. As far as where temperatures are going in comparison to average over the next couple of days, We'll be looking at Friday and Saturday as our only day of the next 7 to have temperatures at or above average. And even by then, it's only by a degree or 2, and it does come with rain chances. And then we go to below average, in some cases 10 to 15 degrees below average next week with some rain and snow shower chances. So there's that snow changing over across portions of Lewis County, northern Oneida, northern Herkimer, Hamilton counties. But thankfully, for the most part, it is not expected to accumulate, except for the areas in higher elevations where it's already been snowing for a few hours. You could see 1, 2, 3 inches up there. And the reason for the wind and the rain is this area of low pressure up toward our north and east, the cold front swinging through along it, and that's what's switching the winds over toward the northwest. So the winds will remain blustery during the day tomorrow. There will be winds sustained at times, 15 to 20 miles an hour, and we will see clouds and then sun developing as we head through the afternoon after starting the day with some spotty lake effect showers. And there could be gusts at times as well during the day tomorrow, 30 to 40 miles an hour, but they just won't be gusty like they will be tonight. So tomorrow will still be blustery, however, with temperatures only making their way into the lower to middle 40s, maybe the upper 30s for some of you as well. And then we'll be looking for some rain as we head into the weekend. But by the time it's set and done on Monday, we could see that rain changing over to snow, and it looks like that could remain the case for Tuesday as well. So as we go through the next couple of hours in the short term, the big story will be the winds, and then we'll see the rain moving in over the weekend. That rain changing over to snow by Monday. It lasts for Veterans Day on Tuesday, and then we'll start to moderate again back into the 40s by Wednesday, with that snow changing back over to rain. In the meantime, Thomas, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Jordan.